All right, everyone. We got ourselves a Carlos Oswita thread, and it's going to require picture time as well. So let's get started. Here's what happens when you try to fake having COVID-19 for political reasons. And then here's two tweets from Neera Tanden. I have the coronavirus. I've been sick for a week and really fatigued with muscle pain. So far, thankfully, no fever and my oxygen levels are fine. But I was super careful, wore masks, carried hand sanitizer, haven't really socialized with friends. I only went out for necessities and wore masks and did nature walks. This is obviously a very transmissible virus. People need to take a lot of care, and the idea that we can just reopen is very scary. Scene. As I always say, people don't know how anything works. She has none of the characteristic symptoms of COVID-19 except for muscle pain. If you had muscle pain and fatigue, would you have yourself checked for COVID-19? She's another rabid leftist who wants to destroy the economy. These people are truly evil. Susan Rice sent her best wishes. Why not? Rice covered up the killing of J. Christopher Stevens, Sean Smith, Tyrone S. Woods, and Glenn Doherty. Human life has no value to Susan Rice. The new leftist trope is that we're going to just reopen. No, it's a phased reopening supervised by the CDC. But the main reason we need to take from the pandemic, the main lesson we need to take from the pandemic, is that leftists want us to die. They want to destroy our means of generating private wealth. They want us to commit suicide, and they want us to feel unending despair. Luckily, their candidate for the presidency is an apparition from a horror movie, a senile apparition. And this is where you get to figure out why I needed this to be a picture time thread from Carlos. Here's our senile apparition. From a horror movie. The Democrats have wildly underestimated the completely natural human instinct to recoil from crazy, belligerent old people. I've had to deal with 4 elderly people suffering from dementia. My maternal grandmother was senile for the last 10 years of her life. She got really truculent, just like Biden. My mother was in total denial, so we had to spend one terrible summer alone with Grandma Carolina. She burst into your room at 4 a.m. shouting, "Did you steal my pie?" Sometimes she'd just jump out of her chair and charge. She got worse with the heat. On the hottest day of the summer, she was like a wild animal. We had to wrestle her into the bathroom, take her into the shower stall, and cool her off. Then we had to change her clothes. The Democrats are exactly the way my mother was during Grandma's decline. I'm watching my own family's psychodrama recreated on a national scale. And my paternal grandmother, Angelina, had type 2 diabetes that she refused to manage. She had her own screaming fits that required the ambulance. The Democrats are putting on an amazing display. They're trying to make us die, and they're telling us that we need to elect a raving bum in order to save us from prosperity and stability. Someone pointed me to this. It's not a real account. Hitler was much more decent than Trump. I would rather have him as president at this point. I'm sure he would have handled this pandemic in a much better fashion. Hashtag Biden Harris 2020. Hashtag never clob. Hashtag vote blue to save America 2020. Scene. This person is trolling. The problem is that the Democrats are beyond parody, so you can't satirize them. But here's the giveaway that this is trolling. I have never dealt with so much racism against me from maggots just for being a white woman. We're considered minorities too. No one should have to go through this type of oppression. This is why Trump must be removed. Hashtag Trump virus. Hashtag Biden Harris 2020. Scene. Trump must be removed because he's fostering racism against white people. This person has multiple accounts. Here's one. Karen Thompson, K-Hive for Biden, lifelong Democrat, fighting to restore decency, professional life coach, hashtag Kive, hashtag still with her, hashtag the resistance, hashtag believe women, hashtag me too, hashtag riding with Biden, hashtag never Bernie. And here's another. Pelosi is queen, Kween. Queen is gay slang for old transvestites. This is probably a gay conservative. Let's look at that. Pelosi as queen. Yeah, he's probably right. A Karen is an entitled, sour, constantly complaining, chiding, middle-aged white woman, trying to look younger and forever interfering in the lives of others. Okay, well, there's a picture for you. But the takeaway is that it's no longer possible to tell what's real and what isn't. Did you ever think of our major political parties would someday tell us in plain language that they want us all dead? Never expected it, but here we are. It's an amazing era. Things can end only one way: the total political annihilation of the Democrats. The end.